Oh, are you guys excited for this? I'm so excited for this. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a game changer here. Oh, we've got a game changer. Oh, look at this. This is gonna be great. Oh my god, I can't believe this is gonna be awesome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ScrapMan bringing you a bonus episode of Scrap Mechanic because we have an amazing, awesome, game-changing update. Now, keep in mind, this is only in the test branch, and it does not have all the features that are going to be in it. It is very kind of bare bones so far, but it is still such a game changer that I am super excited about. If you notice, all around me, I just have completely just all antennas. We have the terrain editor feature, which means we can build our whole world of whatever kind of tiles, whatever order we want. We even have new tiles to work with, which is really exciting. So this allows completely new possibilities for multiplayer Monday, for the upcoming futuristic military base. I can actually make my own terrain tiles specifically for the military base, so I'm gonna want your feedback on that. Community stuff too. You guys could make worlds for our multiplayer videos that you want us to try. Like if there's certain courses and stuff that you want to make, you can actually make a course designed specifically for what we might do. This is gonna be amazing. So let's this is one of the first things I made so far, which is just I put every single one of these things down individually. Unfortunately, there's no like click and drag, which would have been kind of cool, but I'm gonna take a fly through here really quick, and then we're gonna hop over to the actual terrain editor. I'll show you what I did to make this, and then we'll experiment and see what else we can come up with, and how everything works in the terrain editor as of today. All right, so let's just go way up in the air first so we can get a sense of the scale of how many antennas. Actually, this is not giving us a sense of scale whatsoever because it's too foggy, apparently. I wish there was a fog setting. We should be able to set the fog settings on our worlds as well. If we're gonna have control over the world, Scrap Mechanic, let us set some of the weather. Like weather would be awesome with Scrap Mechanic, but the fog distance, maybe the viewing distance, and other things like that would be really, really cool. All right, let's take a fly through here. Let's see if we can do some awesome maneuvers and stunts and stuff. Oh, look at that! Cornered that like a pro. Let's go around here. Let's do a little bit of a. Uh-oh, this is bad. This is bad. All right, I think that's a sign. This map is boring now. Let's go make a new map because we can do that now. Look at those cartwheels. That was epic. All right, so this is currently in the test branch, which means you have to go to your game properties and opt into the beta to get access to it for now. Now, the first thing I notice is that the Create Terrain opens up a second set of menus, which gives us one option, which is the World Builder. So this makes me wonder, is there going to be other options here under Create Terrain other than the World Builder? Because why not just have this button automatically open the World Builder? Because we know that New Game is going to have another option called Survival instead of Creative. And of course, Load Game gives us a bunch of options. Options gives us some different menus. So the fact that this only has one option right now tells me that there might be more in the future. So let's go ahead and we're going to click on World Builder. It's going to load like a map, but it's going to load this screen right here. So this is a completely blank tile. So now we can actually have a flat map that is grass instead of just the normal desert. So that adds for something kind of interesting. Okay, so the first thing you may notice is that we have a lot of grassy squares down here. Now, this is obviously one of the features that has not been implemented yet, which is an actual thumbnail of the terrain, which makes this a little bit difficult. But we have, over here, we have our sizes. We have small, which is like really, really small little tiles. Like, they're mostly like just little terrain things. Some of them are trees. Actually, a lot of them are trees now that I look at it. But some of them are like little textures for the terrain, like slight little bumps and stuff. You can see down here, these like little tiny things. But down here is, I think some of them are new. There's what, I don't know if that one's new. There is a new one somewhere. I think is it number 11? Yeah, so that one looks new to me. There's like a little tiny valley, and unfortunately I cannot zoom in any more than this. So actually, if I put it in the corner over here, I should be able to get a better zoom in. So yeah, this is definitely a new tile. So one thing I would definitely want to recommend is the ability to use WASD to move around and zoom in here, because right now WASD does nothing. So yeah, the small pieces aren't really that exciting. They're just more of like the finer little flares and little details. Another new thing that we have though, which could be a big potential for multiplayer Monday, for races and things like that, is check out over here. You can see Road Dirt. Road Dirt is part of the file name. So we have Road Dirt Bend, we have Road Dirt End, we have Road Dirt 4-way, Road Dirt Straight. We can make this go down, Road Dirt 3-way. So we can actually create paths for people to go on. which would be really handy for certain race kind of challenges. And of course we have this here. So yeah, what I did for that intro clip was I just put a bunch of them all over the place and things like that. So those are all the small, that's just the small tiles. We also have medium tiles, which are kind of like the ones that are a little bit more interesting. Some of them not so much, some of them are. Now, I'm not sure if there are any medium tiles that are new yet. When I was looking through, nope, that's not new. When I was looking through, I didn't see anything that looked out of the ordinary. There might have been a new one that just wasn't exciting enough for me to notice that it was new. I don't think that one's new. Is that one new? I don't think so. So I've also noticed that the terrain pieces don't quite have all the detail that they should have, because I'm pretty sure this piece right over here is that little valley with the rock jumps on either side, and you can't actually see the rock jumps in here for some reason. But yeah, just cycling through all these medium pieces, I'm not seeing anything that looks particularly new or interesting that we haven't seen before. There might be something new that's just like a new field of trees or something. Let's clear this world. We're going to sample some of the larger tiles. So now this is some of the large stuff. We can see we got the big forest here. We got these are the things that have a more defined area. Some roads and courses going through things. Like, see this one here, I definitely know that this little trail goes off over here onto a rock jump, but we cannot see the rock jump in there for some reason. So it seems like some of the rocks aren't actually rendered yet in these. We have the S-bend going on over here. The ski jump. So this mountain I didn't actually know was just large. I didn't know it wasn't an extra large piece. I always thought that was one of the extra large pieces, but nope, it's not quite that big. Looks like this is the cave piece, so now we can actually spawn in our own caves. We can spawn in multiple ones if we wanted. Oh, that's the half pipe. I didn't realize that I switched already. So yeah, we basically have access to all of the previous tiles. Now the exciting thing is the big tiles. We actually get full access to the big tiles, and there's a new big tile. So we only have a handful of them. You'll definitely recognize all of these. So this is the more complicated, smaller mountain range. It's not quite as high, but it has all these different roads and everything. This is the dirt bike track kind of thing going on. Over here, we got the infamous canyon, one of my favorite additions recently. And then, of course, we have one of my favorite pieces, the very piece that the suspended mountain base was located in right here. So you can spawn that in yourself. We've also got the classic mountain here. And then the new piece is this, which I think is actually a really, really cool piece. What I really like about this piece is the fact that it looks like these two things and this are all on kind of like the same height. So you can build your own bridges going across all of these things, which I think is going to be a really interesting thing. I might, in the futuristic military-based world, maybe we can use this piece as well. So let me know what you're looking forward to as far as that goes. Now, another interesting feature that can make for some really trippy and kind of wacky worlds is this free placement button. You turn that on, and you can actually place things wherever you want, even if it overlaps with another piece of terrain. So say I want to take a small piece. Now, if I take this landing pad here with free placement on, I can literally place it right there. Now look, it literally inserts itself. It deletes all the terrain around it and inserts itself right there. You can see it's deleted some of those rocks and stuff around it. It's kind of weird. I can take a bigger piece, like whatever this is going to be, and just place it right in the middle as well. So this makes for some really weird things, for sure. Yep, I can just keep overlapping this stuff. I can create like really trippy kind of things like this. Like, look at this. It's just banks everywhere. Just banking turns everywhere. Now, another thing we can do is if we click this button up on the top left, this is kind of like our edit button. So we can edit things that are already down here. So for instance, this canyon, if I click on the canyon, we don't have the option to delete it. We can click and drag, and if we want to move it further down over here, we can do that as well. Or if we want to rotate it to face in a different direction, we can do that there as well. Now, I'm actually curious, if I just move it over here, yeah, with free placement, I can just have it overlap with other things too. Now I'm curious, this is like half a terrain piece. So it looks like here's a limitation of it. With free placement on, if you delete part of a piece, then it no longer becomes editable with the grab tool here. I cannot grab these pieces, but there's a complete piece right here, and I can grab this one. But I cannot grab an edited one. So just let me test this right now. See, I can grab and drag this, no problem. But now if I grab and drag this and intersect it just a little bit, and then move it back over here, now I am unable to grab and drag this. So I'm sure this is all stuff, this is why we're in the test branch. We're testing it out right now. We're seeing what can happen. Now, the other thing is we have the erase button. So say if we want to take just a little square out of this mountain. Let's just take the top of the mountain off. How about that? We're just gonna click on the top of the mountain here, or right around here is the top. Yep. And you can see we've just inserted a hole into the top of the mountain. Now, if we wanted the bigger area, we could go medium, create a little bit of a bigger area, or we could go large and create an even bigger area. You know what? I think this could work. So now let's say that we actually take a whole bunch of trees and we just put a bunch of trees around the entire map. There we go. So now we have pretty much a forest that looks a little bit weird because of the way that the tiles work. But now we can take an eraser and we can just make a little, like a prairie, kind of, just a nice field clearing. And then we can put some other stuff in here. Oh, there's just some more trees, apparently. Oh, you know what? Actually, that could add some variety if we just take some of these trees and just put them in between. So now we have some variety in trees there. All right, so let's just bring our clearing back. And then we can take one of the extra large pieces here. And let's say that we want to put the new piece right in this clearing. So now we have this surrounded by a forest. Actually, you know what would be really interesting? What if we surround it with mountains? Let's just do these mountains. We're just going to place them, glitching them all in. Well, not really glitching, but just clipping them all into each other. Oh, it's lagging like crazy now. So now we have these crazy mountains and plateaus everywhere. And you know what? Right in the middle, I'm going to put the canyon. Where's the canyon? Is this the canyon? Ah, there we go. That's the canyon. So now we have a canyon right in the middle of all these mountains. And you know what? Just for fun, I'm going to make a small erase and right on the top of there. And then what's gonna be interesting, I'm gonna make like small little erase points, like right in the middle of some of these like upper areas, like right over here. And let's see, where else? Like right here, because those will be kind of interesting to look at. Some places that we could get trapped in. There we go. All right, so now why don't we just spawn into this world? We're just gonna call it a crazy world, and we're gonna see what it looks like. All right, so we've just saved the world successfully. So now all we have to do is go back to the main menu, select new game, and now you can see the different worlds that we have. We have the regular flat, we have the procedurally generated terrain, we have the antennas only, which I made, and then we have Crazy World now. So we still have to type in a name, Crazy World, because we can spawn a bunch of Crazy Worlds, but each of them has to have their own name for a save file. So we're gonna load in here and see what happens. So that's what happens, huh? I don't know if that was just an anomaly. We're going to try to load that world again. Maybe we broke that world somehow. I don't know what we did that would have broke it, but we're going to send this error report because that's what the testing is for. All right, and we're going to try to load that crazy world again. Come on, don't crash. Don't crash, don't crash. Hey, it worked this time, I think. Yeah. Oh, man, look at this. This is insane. This is crazy. All right, we're on the canyon. So let's go ahead and let's spawn a flying vehicle and fly around. We're going to have huge pillars and mountains everywhere. All right, you guys ready for an adventure like none other? Let's see what we have, what to look at around here. These cliffs are just insane when you just delete some of the terrain next to it, and it creates that just sheer drop. Look at this pathway. Like with all these cliffs on the right-hand side. Hold on, I'm going to fly down here for a second. Go ahead and just get down in here. Yes. This is cool. This is really cool. Look at that rock. What is going on with that? I think this must be where I put one of the deleting points. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that part right there. But it is crazy. Oh, here's where I put one of the deleting. Nope, maybe not. I'm having trouble finding where I put one of the small deletions. I should just be able to find like a little square of nothing. But I'm not seeing it yet. Oh, there we go. Here's one. Right here. So this is a small space that was deleted out of this. So there must be some interesting applications for just having like a square with just vertical walls on the side. It could be like a prison or something. Oh, you could have an interesting prison location. This is so disorienting. I don't even know what's going on. Whoa, look at these rocks. This is cool. This is really, really cool. So I'm hoping that with the deletion and the terrain placing, I'm hoping we'll be able to place and shape kind of already made terrain. more to our liking, like to raise and lower it individually for certain sections. This is really cool. There's like so much to explore, like all different little terrain things. So let me try. I'm gonna try to spawn in something here. I just want to see what is it like to interact with a wall like this. So we're gonna build a really quick wall climber. I'm gonna give you guys a speed lesson here. If you don't know how to build a wall climber, it's super easy. First, just build something that can turn and ride, just like this. I'm doing this super bare bones just for the sake of speed, by the way. Just gotta put some wheels on it like that. Gonna put this out here. Now, it's good to have four-wheel steering on a wall climber since you can have more control while you're on the wall. All right, so we got our there we go. We got our four wheels on there with four-wheel steering. Now we just gotta put a thruster on each one of these. And we can put our seat right in the middle. Always use an electric engine for a wall climber. Electric engines are much more stable when you want to sit on a wall. Go ahead and hook the steering up. And then we're gonna have the thrusters be button activated. And another thing you always want on a wall climber is you always want your wheels to be sticking out from the fronts and backs of your vehicle. So you don't want a bumper in front of your wheels or anything. You want to make sure that your wheels will make contact with whatever's in front of you, because that's the only thing that's going to help you get up onto the wall once you run into it, especially if it's just a vertical wall. So let's go ahead and, whoops, I forgot to hook the button up to the seat. Go ahead and do that. Now let's go ahead and see how this wall climber does. And there you have it. So it looks like we can interact with this wall no problem, despite it being kind of, it looks like a glitch, but it's just, the terrain was just deleted right in the middle of a hill. So let's move this engine up full speed. Whoa, there we go. This is go. Woo! Woo! Oh, we're in a tree. We're on a tree. All right, you know what? No problem. No problem. All right, we're going into the base. We're going into the suspended mountain base area. All right, this is no problem. We can just go ahead and climb up this wall. Not an issue. Not an issue at all. This is why we made a wall climber, for this exact reason. Oh, boy. Oh, it's so fast. It's so fast and floppy. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm amused. That's how I feel about it. I feel amused. Come on, go up. Get up to the top, please. Thank you. All right, and we made it. We've climbed all the way up to the top, and look at this sheer drop. Is this where I deleted something? Oh, yes. Yes, look at this. I'm excited. I'm excited to go down here. Oh, look. We're gonna go around the corner. Woo! This is really fun. And this is like literally a hole, which was my plan, but check this out. Check this out. It's so cool. All right, now let's just get ourselves out of here. We'll just run into the wall, go ahead and climb up and shoot ourselves off the top. All right, straight ahead and woo! Oh. Are we gonna go back down? Oh, that was almost awesome. Hold on, I gotta try that again. So I'm gonna try to do a backflip and then land back on the wall. The tough part is timing my thrusters. All right, ready and off. Come on, backflip, backflip, and oh no, I almost had it. Oh, one more try. That was almost epic. All right, ready. Whoa, we had a bump on the wall there. That was weird. All right, go and oh wait, what's going on? What's with the bumps? I do not consent to bumps. This is supposed to be a flat. What am I hitting with the bumps? Stop it. Go straight. All right, straight. Come on, and come on. Uh-oh, we're gonna hit the flip. Close enough. I feel like I could do better though. I feel like, whoa, front flip. All right, we're doing a front flip this time. All right, and line it up. Oh, that was pretty good. I feel like I'm a skateboarder at the X Games. Oh, stupid bumps. I do not like these bumps. One more try. We're doing it smooth this time. We're doing it smooth. Ready and off. Come on. Oh, all right, that was pretty good. You know, kind of like a skateboarder. We hit on the lip and then we drop in. There we go. All right, and down into the ground. All right, well, this has been really fun. Let me know what you guys think of this new update, and let me know what do you think the futuristic military base should be. Holy cow, that was epic. What kind of terrain do you think the futuristic military base should be on? And for those of you who aren't in Discord, I announced the color scheme. The color scheme is black, blue, and gray. So here, let's paint this thing the color scheme that I'm looking for. So I'm thinking the lighter gray, just like this. So we're gonna go light gray. Gonna have some black accents. And then we're also gonna have like I think like a bright blue, kind of like this. Okay, let's add some more gray here. There we go. So these are the colors that we're gonna be using for our futuristic military build. So let me know what terrain pieces you guys are going to want to see. Here, let's go back into the terrain editor. So I am obviously really curious to use this thing. I think having at least a military outpost out here, because I realized that the black, blue, and gray is probably better suited for rocky terrain than desert terrain. But I'm thinking that having a military outpost, like with some cool bridges and stuff that spans between these, would be pretty interesting. So let me know what you think about that. We can use this piece again. We could have like I don't know, some type of military thing going on in the middle of this. This could be a cool area too, like another deserty area. So yeah, we have all kinds of options now. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what do you guys like for the terrain editor? What would you like to see added to the terrain editor? And I look forward to seeing what we're going to come up with. We're probably going to be able to upload worlds to the workshop and stuff too. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.